Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fandom UK. Hope you guys having a good afternoon today, as we're here for a match watch along as Hearts take on Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. Should be a good game, guys. Hopefully, and let me know, guys, if you have a score prediction and drop it in the chat. Would love to hear from you, and let me know your thoughts on how this game going to turn out. So just gonna refresh that. Just bear me a second, guys. I'm just trying to bring the team news on the screen. I'll come to the chat in a second. Both teams on the field at the moment. Come on, load up. These things always take ages to load up. So we're off and underway, guys, as Hearts kick us off. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, for crying out loud. Sorry, guys, I have to refresh that again. It's not getting rid of. Should be with us in a sec, guys. Just trying to sort this out. It's being. Come on. So we've got a free kick here for Hearts on the far side. As it's crossed into the box. Joe Hart claims it. Now Joe Hart throwing the ball out wide on this near side as he gets Celtic on the move quickly. But Hearts challenge, win it back. And say, try to attack down that far side. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Here we go. Hopefully it works this time. Sorry about that, guys. Should be coming on your screen now. There we go. Come on, load up. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. There's the team news. Sorry, I was having a bit of problems loading that up then. So the ball currently back with Celtic. As the goalkeeper kicks it out wide to this near side. Oh, I can't get rid of that advert. So annoying. Sorry about that, guys. So ball's out on this near side for a throw into Celtic, midway inside the Hearts half. Ball thrown in. Celtic now play it into the centre, knocking it back to the halfway line as Hearts just sit off inside their own area at the minute. Celtic knocking it out wide to this near side. There's now a ball crossed into the box. Celtic with a shot, and it's into the back of the net. Well, that opened up Hearts wide open. Ball straight over the top, in behind. And it was an easy tapping, really, for Celtic as they take the lead on 3.5 minutes. Hearts 0, Celtic 1. Well, sucker punch there from Celtic. It's just a simple ball out to this near side, then a ball pinged over the top, in behind the Hearts defence, and Celtic latching onto it. Literally, he didn't even control the ball, just hit it on the volley by the looks of it. Yep, just on the volley, straight past the keeper and into the far corner of the net. It's crazy. How can Celtic show that kind of ruthlessness and then not demonstrate it in Europe? Begs the question, doesn't it, guys? Really does. They don't show that kind of ruthlessness in European football. I can't get my head around that, guys. How can they show this ruthlessness in Scottish football but not show it in Europe? What is going on with these adverts? Sorry about that, guys. So Celtic back in possession as they knock it out wide to this near side, coming again towards the edge of uh, the Hearts box. Hearts coming across to challenge for the ball. They win it back, knocking it up the field, but now the referee's blown for a foul here. I'm not sure if he's blown for a foul or an offside. Well, it's given the free kick to Celtic. Didn't see an awful lot wrong there, to be fair, guys. So Celtic with a free kick on this near side, almost level with the Hearts box, but it's right out on the touchline. So Celtic now with a cross into the box. It's deep as it's headed back across goal. Now Hearts pick up the possession as they kick it up the field. Now Hearts with space to run into as they race towards the Celtic goal, trying to get in behind. There's only one defender there, but they just do enough to nick it back as Celtic have knocked it behind, and that would be a goal kick as the last touch came off the Hearts forward there. Just deflected off him and went behind. Uh, so goal kick to Celtic. Mr. Barnes, how you doing, Ryan? Mr. Barnsley, Ryan saying our Emirates FA Cup first round clash with Harrisham will take place on Friday, 3rd of November at the request of South Yorkshire Police, Burnley and Barnsley and Harrisham. I right that. Yep, that's fair enough, mate. That makes sense. Quite a lot of police do change a lot of fixtures when they think it's going to be passionate game, shall we say, when it's local clubs. So thanks for the update, Ryan. Although it probably would have been better update on an English game, mate, because I don't think the Scottish fans are going to be very interested in what's going on in Yorkshire. But thank you for the update, Ryan. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, Celtic now attacking down that far side, but Hearts have blasted it away and it's gone out for a throw-in on that far side. So thanks for that, Ryan. And welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're having a good day. Stevie saying hi, guys, and chat. How's it going, Stevie? Good to have you with us, mate. Thank you, as always, for making yourself available. Always appreciated, mate. Mr. Barnes is saying, hey up, Gaz and Stevie. How's it going, Ryan? I meant to ask you yesterday, are you on social media, Ryan? Let me know if you are, mate. I don't know if you are. Now, ball knocked out wide to this near side by Hearts, but the referee has blown for a foul here. So Hearts with a free kick. Now they take the free kick quickly. Sorry, guys, getting a bit tongue-tied there. Ball knocked out wide to this near side as now Hearts switch it back into the centre circle, knocking it out wide to that far side. Now coming forward as they race down that far side. Ball crossed into the box, and it's just gone past everybody as it goes out on this near side and behind. And that will be a goal kick to Celtic. Good idea, but Hearts unable to latch on to that. So Celtic kick the ball long up the field, but it goes straight to the Hearts goalkeeper. So Hearts now playing it out wide to that far side as they play it up the field, but Celtic challenge for it. Now Celtic winning it back just inside their own half as now they push up the field. Um, Now Celtic on the attack down that far side. Cross comes into the box, but it's a poor one and it bounces out on this near side and goes out for a throw-in. It's a good idea, but poor delivery into the box as it's just too much on it. And it bounced right past everybody. Well, didn't even bounce, it bounced after it past everybody. So, yeah, can't cross a ball into the box if the players can't reach it because it's too high in the air. Celtic now winning the ball back as Hearts tried to play up the field. Celtic knocking it back to the centre backs as now Celtic playing it out wide to this near side. So thank you for that, Ryan. And Stevie saying, hi, Ryan, top stuff, Stevie. I'm Ryan, top stuff, guys. Mr. Barnsley, Ryan saying, I am. What's up, guys? Nothing, mate. Nothing's up. I was just asking. I was curious. That's all. As sometimes easier to talk to some of you guys that come on regular through social media. So if you want to drop me a follow on whatever platform you are on, I'll happily follow you back, mate. But if not, no problem. But yeah, I just started ask because some of you other guys have started to follow me on social media, and like I say, it can be a bit easier to talk to you guys uh, away from the channel a little bit more. Now, ball played down that far side for Celtic. So just una- unable to keep the momentum going as Hearts challenge for it. They've knocked it out of play, so another throw into Celtic on that far side. Celtic take it quickly. Now knocking it back to the halfway line as Hearts push up the field to press the ball. Celtic playing it all the way back to centre backs just inside their own half. Now played out wide to this near side as Hearts come to try and challenge for it, but Celtic managing to keep it as again they play it straight back to their centre backs and eventually all the way back to the goalkeeper. As clearly Hearts eager to try and win the ball back. They're certainly trying. Now they have won it back just on the edge of the centre circle, knocking it out wide to that far side as now Hearts play it back to their centre backs to keep the possession. Played out wide to this near side as the ball played forward into the centre circle. As now Hearts again knock it out to that far side. Celtic just sitting off here as the ball over the top in behind now for Hearts as they're pushed out wide on that far side as Celtic quickly shuffle players across. Now Hearts. Well, no foul there as the Hearts player fell over on the ball. Now Hearts playing it forward towards the edge of the box, but it's a loose ball as Celtic win it back. Now Celtic trying to hit them on the counter attack as they knock it out wide to that far side, but Hearts read it really well and knock it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it long down the middle of the field as Celtic win the ball back. And now we've got a coming together of players here. Referee just calming things down. It's just sneaked out on this near side. So that will be a throw into Celtic, midway inside the Hearts half of the field. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying, just Facebook and X. Okay, mate. Well, you can follow me on X if you wish to, mate. I'll happily follow you back. I'm not, Facebook's doesn't work like that, though. But I do have an account on Facebook that you guys can follow me on. So yeah, it's just called Football Fandom UK, the same name as the channel. If you can find that account. Hearts winning it back now on the halfway line, playing it forward as now they're getting behind. Attempted shot, and it's just, well, I'm not sure if Joe Hart got to that, but it was going wide all the time anyway. Joe Hart did dive the right way to, yeah, he did actually knock that out of play. So corner on this near side, that should be a corner anyway. So yeah, corner to Hearts on this near side. So thank you, Ryan. Yeah, just thought I'd let you know, mate. Anyway, be good to maybe have a little chat with you on social media if you've got the time, but if not, no problem. Hearts now with a cross into the box. It's knocked away and bounces out on this near side for a throw in. So thank you for letting us know, Ryan. Mr. Barnsley Ryan saying, on X, I keep updates on Facebook talk to friends. Ah, okay. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, people do use social media for different things, don't they? Yeah, X is changing apparently. It will no longer be a free platform soon. They're going to start charging you to use it, apparently. Ball's knocked out on that far side, so it's a throw into Hearts, deep inside their own area, in their own half of the field. So thank you for that, Mr. Barnsley. Thank you for letting me know, mate. Fair enough. Um, the big man, how you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Say no surrender. What club do you support, mate? It's a bit random. What club do you support, mate? Welcome to Football Fan Den anyway. Good to have you with us. Although I'm not following your message very well. Obviously, I've no surrender. Don't know whether that's referring to Hearts, Celtic, or something else. Celtic now coming into the box. Shot got off. Oh, and it's blocked off by Hearts as the ball deflects out to that far side. Now Celtic come again as they take it to the byline, trying to cross it in, but Hearts read it really well as they just block off the Celtic player from crossing it into the box, and eventually he's run it out uh, over the byline, and it's that will be a goal kick to Hearts. So if you're just joining us, guys, with 16 and a half minutes in, Hearts 0, Celtic 1. Celtic opening the scoring really quickly within a matter of minutes of the game. Hearts now in possession. I say just knocking it about midway inside their own half. Celtic come to press the ball. Dave, how you doing, Dave? Dave saying, afternoon, guys, and all the usual suspects. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Good to see you, Dave. I was trying to talk to you last night, but you'd gone. I didn't realise you'd gone, so no worries. Hope you're having a good day today, Dave. Good to see you, mate. Always great to have you involved in the chat. What's going on here? Right, so Celtic now with the ball at the back. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a free kick or what there, but eventually they do play it out from their own box, kicking it long out to that far side, but it's picked up by Hearts as Hearts knock it back to their own keeper. Now the keeper plays it back out wide to that far side, and loose ball now by Hearts as they play it up the field. You're not going to get anything out of the game when you're giving the possession back so cheaply like that, as Hearts just played it forward, not to anyone in particular. Now Celtic with the ball as they come forward down the middle, knocking it out wide to this near side as they come into the box, racing towards the byline. But Hearts read it well as it's crossed in, knocked away by Hearts. Now Hearts trying to get something going further up the field, but challenged by Celtic as Celtic win it back. So yeah, good to see you, Dave. Welcome to the show, mate. As I say, hope you're having a good weekend. Stevie saying hi, Dave. Top stuff, Stevie. What a guy. Thank you. And Dave returning that same consideration. Top man. Thank you, Dave and Stevie. You guys, awesome. Thank you. So ball knocked out wide on that far side as Celtic win it back. Now Celtic coming towards the Hearts box, shot from distance, and the goalkeeper makes the save and knocks it wide. And that'll be a corner to Celtic on the far side of the field. So thank you, Stevie and Dave. And also Ryan as well with the positive vibes. Dave saying, yeah, sorry guys, just internet connection issues last night. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. I was just obviously normally when you go in, you normally say goodbye, don't you? So I didn't realise you'd gone. That's all. So it's not a problem, mate. It was Saturday night, so I thought you might be doing something with family and friends anyway, mate. But yeah, just I was only surprised because normally you do make a you are one of the fans that always try to make the effort to say goodbye. So I was that's why I thought you were still there because like I say, you are pretty good like that, mate. I always appreciate the fact that you say goodbye because at least it lets me know that you've left the chat. So then I'm not trying to talk to people that are not there. So yeah, no worries, Dave. No worries, mate. Happens to us all. I've had plenty of internet gremlins myself. They're annoying, aren't they, mate? So yeah, but no, I thought maybe something had cropped up, family or kids or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I can't remember. I was asking you something now, and I can't remember. I think it was I did ask. I can't remember now. It's but not to worry, mate. Not to worry. As I say, always appreciate you coming getting involved when you can. It's just I think I've got used to you saying goodbye when you go. That's all, mate. So it helps when you guys say goodbye because at least I know then you're not in the chat. Then that you've gone off doing stuff with family or your own thing or whatever. Just so yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. But thank you, Dave. Sorry to hear that you had internet problems, mate. But hope you still had a good night. Celtic now coming forward as they play the ball out wide to this near side. Now ball cut in as Palmer there with a shot from just outside the box, but it's a poor one as it's gone well wide. So that'll be a goal kick to Hearts. So yeah, thanks, Dave. No worries, mate. No worries. My bad. As I say, just yeah, no worries, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Saying bye from last night. Yeah, no, you know what I mean, mate. It's just like I say, when you're one of the, not everybody says goodbye, but you guys that do say goodbye, it does help when you, especially to you guys that are regular members of the fandom community. Just helps me know that you're not in the chat because some of you guys, obviously, I've got to know a little bit more. I can enjoy a bit more conversation with. But yeah, no worries. Thank you, Dave, top man. So now Celtic with the possession. So they knock it all the way back to Joe Hart in goal. Under pressure from Hearts. Now playing it out to this near side. But Hearts doing well here, trying to press the ball and win it back. But it's a dangerous game. As Celtic want them to come out of their own half of the field like they have now. Hearts getting caught out on that far side as they lose the possession. And Celtic almost had an open half of the field to run into, but Hearts just managing to get the last-ditch challenge in and knock it out of play. Now Celtic with the throw-in. Ball comes in as they work it up towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in as it played in across the face of goal, and it's tapped into the back of the net as Celtic get their second on 22 and a half minutes. Well, I've got to be honest, guys, that goal coming about through Hearts' own foolishness, if you ask me. It's the only way I can describe it. They left themselves wide open down that far side, trying to win the ball back. I get you got to try and win it back, but it plays Celtic straight into Celtic's game plan. They try to suck you out. You come out and then you leave yourself open at the back, and that is exactly what Hearts have just done. To concede that second, you've got to keep it tight at the back when you're up against tougher opposition, and Hearts allowing themselves to be cut wide open there. We're having a VAR check here though, guys, so the goal may be disallowed. Let's wait and see. So while we wait for the referee to check that out, let's quickly. I'm still chuckling at that. Thanks for that, Dave. So let's go back to the chat. Mr. Barnsley saying, I find you on Facebook, not on X. On X, mate, you won't find it as Football Fan Then UK because I couldn't type it all in. So it's, if I remember rightly, on X, it's Football Fan Then 1, I think it is, if I remember correctly. A what? Oh yeah, there you go. Sorry, I'm forgetting. Ryan, if you look in the description, in underneath on the channel, the links there to all my things. I'm forgetting about that. There's Facebook links there. Um the uh the X links there, and also the Instagram link. So yeah, on X, I couldn't put Football Fan Then UK. It wouldn't let me do it. So I had to put, if I remember rightly, I had to put Football Fan Then you one or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, if you have a look, Ryan, in the description below, the link for the Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, should be there, mate. But thank you for letting me know. I don't know which account you found on Facebook, mate, because it should be to follow me. You can follow the page. Obviously, we've got the page on Facebook. We've got the group on Facebook, but I've also got an account on Facebook called Football Fan Then UK as well. Obviously, with pages and groups, you don't follow each other back. People just follow it. But with the Facebook account that I've made that is Football Fan Then, on that, I can follow you guys back. So yeah, you can find that, but you have to find it as, I'm sure it's Football Fan Then UK, the account. I've not really used it much. I set it up in anticipation of building the channel, but I've not really used it much because a lot of the work I've been doing has been through the Facebook group, not on the account. So yeah, but I'll certainly check it out after the show, mate. Thank you for that, Ryan. Yeah, answer say that goes out to any of you guys. If you follow me on social media and I know you're interested in the channel, I'm happy to follow you guys back. If you're interested in the Fan Then project, wanting to be part of the Fan Then community, always happy to follow you guys back. But I'm cautious who I follow back because there's a lot of time wasters on social media that are not really interested. They just want the follow. So if you do follow me particularly on Instagram, just drop me a message to let me know that you have found me through the channel. So both sets of players now challenging for the ball on that far side as the ball just sneaks out of play. And that's going to be a throw in on the far side, midway inside the Celtic half. So throwing to Celtic. It's actually a bit deeper in their own half than halfway. And now we've got, I'm not sure the referee there. I think one of the Hearts players there just carrying a knock. Celtic with the ball into the box. Mr. Barnes is saying, "Hey up, Dave. How's Uncle Albert? Laugh out loud." And mate, I'm an Only Fools and Horses fan as well. I'm a big for Only Fools and Horses fan. Uncle Albert's no longer with us, mate. He crashed his boat. Do you not remember? So ball out on that far side. Again. So another throw into Celtic. It's about 10 yards from the corner flag on that far side, maybe a little bit more. Ball comes in. Both sets of players challenge for it, but Celtic managing to win the possession as now they play it back to their centre backs on the edge of their own box. Hearts trying to press the ball. Mr. Barnes is saying, "How is your day, Del Day, a Del Boy? Del Boy's cool, isn't he? I've got loads of Only Fools and Horses stuff, mate. Big fan of Only Fools and Horses. Ball played down that far side by Celtic. As now they cross it into the box. And Hearts managing to win it as they knock it out wide to this near side. Now played forward, but Celtic intercept it on the halfway line. As now Celtic trying to play it down this near side. So, yeah, thank you, Ryan. So Celtic forced to play all the way back to the halfway line as Hearts tried to challenge for it. Now Celtic switching the play out to that far side. Now ball crossed into the box, but it's headed away as Hearts pick it up on that far side, but lose it again as Celtic challenge and win it back. Now Celtic with the possession as they try to come forward, but they're blocked off by Hearts as the referee blows for a free kick. Dave saying, Ryan, he's the same as Keith Lennon. Okay. Celtic now with a throw in on this near side. Ball comes in as it's chipped into the box, but headed away by Hearts, then knocked up the field, and it bounced out of play on this near side as it goes out just close to the halfway line, but still inside the Hearts half of the field, and it's gone out for another throw into Celtic. Okay, I'm not sorry what that means. Ryan, sorry, mate. Don't sure what that means. David McConnell, if I'm reading that correctly. How you doing, mate? Welcome, David, to the show, mate. Welcome to the channel, David. Am I reading that right? McConnell, I think that is. McConnell. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Football Fan. Then Dave saying, Hearts 0, Celtic 2. Yes, mate. Yes. That's the score so far, mate. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Football Fan Then UK. I'm not sure if I've seen you before. I think I have. I think you've been on the channel before, but apologies if I'm not remembering you great. But welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. Hope you're having a good day. David? Oh, the thingy's gone off. Sorry, guys. So Hearts have won it back now as they knock it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now it's played out wide to that far side. Oh, sloppy possession again from Hearts. Celtic win it back. Now Celtic crossing it into the box as it's knocked away out to this near side. And Celtic come to intercept it, but under pressure from Hearts as Celtic just knocked it out of play. And that's going to be a throw-in on this near side for Hearts, about 10 yards from the corner flag. Dave saying, afternoon, David. Nice one, Dave. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. Always appreciate you guys welcoming new fans. I'm not sure if David is a new fan. I'm not sure if we've seen him on the channel before, but if we haven't, welcome to Football Fan Den and the Fan Den community. I'm not sure. I think it gets confusing though, guys. Keep seeing new names coming into the chat. So until you guys show up a couple of times, it's hard to remember everybody that is regular to the channel. So thank you for that, Dave. David saying O'Reilly and Mulder. Okay, I'm not sure what the point. If there's a point to he's trying to make there, I'm not sure. Let me know if you are, mate. Hearts now winning it back on that far side as they try to play it forward, but Celtic have challenged, winning it back. Now Celtic with the possession as they play it forward down that far side, knocking it towards the edge of the box, but it's cut out by Hearts. Hearts just cannot get any possession at the moment. As eventually they finally do get the ball on that far side, but again, they just kick it long up the field, and it's just gone straight out of play. Shankland, they're trying to latch onto it, but they're just giving him too much to do. You can't just keep blasting the ball up the field and expect the striker to run all over the place and find it. You've got to try and find the striker. You can't just hit and hope and expect the striker to find the ball. You're making life too difficult, especially when you're playing one up front like that. It's crazy that Hearts just keep doing that. They keep, every time they get the ball, they're just blasting it up the field in hope that they find Shankland, and they're not even getting close at the moment. Celtic now come again, playing the ball forward as they now play it through the middle. Oh, no. Celtic playing it in behind as the shot comes off, and it would have been offside anyway. But just how easy Celtic are cutting Hearts open here is shocking. I mean, I'm not claiming to be no football expert, guys, but I can see the problem with Hearts right here and now. That they're basically playing right into the hands of Celtic. Celtic are a good team. They know how to play tactic football. They're experienced, but Hearts are playing right into their. Oh, now they have won it back in the just inside the Celtic half as they play it forward. Now pushed out wide by Celtic as Hearts try to come forward down that far side, working towards the edge of the corner flag, but it's challenged by Celtic as Celtic now win it back. Now Celtic clearing their lines, knocking it up the field as Hearts pick it up on the halfway line. And then eventually Hearts play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it long. And it goes straight back to Celtic. It's madness how Hearts are playing this way. Soak up the best way to play when you're playing a team like this. Forget about home advantage. Celtic are too good against compared to Hearts for home advantage to count. So Hearts should be soaking up the pressure and trying to hit them on the counter-attack. Instead, they're playing an open, expansive game and leaving themselves wide open at the back, trying to press to win the ball back. I get that you're at home. You want to try and play well in front of your own fans. But by trying to play well, going toe-to-toe with Celtic, you're actually leaving yourself wide open at the back and making all sorts of mistakes by giving the possession back to Celtic so easily. And if you guys thinking I'm looking at this one-sided, I am not. I'm neutral in this, but I want to see Scottish football improve. I want to see it become more competitive. It isn't going to become more competitive if you've got clubs like Hearts that do have the potential to improve, but then don't use the tactics to help them improve to get better results against tougher opposition like Celtic and Rangers. They're just playing right into what suits Celtic. It's crazy. So free kick on the far side for Hearts, midway inside their own half, but right out on the far side of the field. So, yeah, sorry, David, not following you there, mate. David saying, afternoon, Dave, mate. Nice one, David. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you very much, mate. Now Hearts with the possession in the centre circle. As now they try to come forward, playing it out wide to that far side as they push up the field. Celtic challenge for the ball, winning it back again as Celtic now play the ball forward, but it's intercepted by Hearts. But Celtic quickly pounce on the loose ball, winning it back. Now knocking it out wide to this near side. Loads of space again on this near side for Celtic to run into. Ball played into the box as Hearts just managing to get back and make the challenge as the ball goes behind. And that's going to be a corner on this near side to Celtic, I think. I'm sure the Hearts player was the last one to touch the ball, unless it deflected off the Celtic player who was challenging. So Devlin with that challenge for Hearts. No, I think it's going to be a goal kick. Sorry, guys, it's a goal kick. Mr. Barnes is saying, hello, David. Welcome in, pal. Nice one, Ryan. Top man. Thank you, mate. Loving the positivity. As always, from you guys. Nice one, Ryan. So throwing on this near side for Hearts. Ball comes in as Hearts playing it back to their centre-backs. Now Celtic come to press the ball, forcing Hearts to play it all the way back to the keeper. Keeper knocks it out wide on that far side, and it's gone straight out of play. I can't remember the last time I saw a team play into the opposition's hands so much as what I'm seeing here with Hearts. So throwing comes in. David is saying, hi, Mr. Barnsley. Good afternoon. Nice one, Dave. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you. David saying, who'd have thought Angel Pochettino, I can never read his name, but Angel would be up there challenging for Spurs already, guys. All right. No, well, yeah, he's doing okay, mate. He's doing it. I'm not buying into the hype. I'm not buying into the hype. We've seen Spurs up there riding high at the top of the league plenty of times before, but they always do the Spursy thing and mess it up for themselves. And there's a long way to go yet. We're only about a quarter away into the season. So, Celtic, sorry, not Celtic, sorry. That's because we're talking about the game. Apologies, David. My bad, mate. But yeah, he's doing well, mate. He's doing well. But the real test comes in the second half of the season. Can he keep it going? As I say, I'm not buying into the hype right now. Well, send him off. Sorry to break off there, David. We just seen a Celtic player off the ball, grabbing hold of a Hearts player and just shoving him to the ground for absolutely no reason. If I was the ref, he'd get sent off straight away for that. Unsporting conduct, whatever you want to call it, just absolutely unnecessary, no need. It's amazing. The more I'm watching Scottish football and English football, the more I'm starting to notice the differences between how the two leagues are managed. And it's what's scary is I'm going to notice more differences as I continue to build fandom. But yeah, the referee should have definitely dealt with that, and he did absolutely nothing. Lowry now with a ball over the top for Hearts as he tried to get him behind, but it's a poor ball again as it goes out of play, and that's going to be a goal kick to Celtic. Sorry, David. Yeah, so yeah, you're right, mate. He's doing okay, but like I say, too many people are buying into it. We've seen Spurs up there doing well before in Premier League seasons. Let's be honest, it was only a couple of years ago they got all the way to the Champions League final. But Spurs are notorious and well known for messing their own success up. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, continues to do well. But one thing we're bad for in the UK is hyping up people before they've actually achieved anything. And let's be honest, he's not achieved nothing yet. Yes, he's doing well. He's got Spurs pointing in the right direction, heading in the right direction. But we've had other managers have Spurs heading in the right direction, and then Spurs do what Spurs do. They go and mess it up for themselves. So we'll have to wait and see how the season progresses, mate. But yeah, thank you for that, David. You're right to observe it, mate. But like I say, it's a bit early in the season yet. I'm not buying into all the hype that's been going on around Spurs. And Angel is definitely a talented manager, though. Definitely a talented manager. And it's good to see him challenging himself in the Premier League. We'll have to wait and see how it pans out. But early days yet, mate. Early days. But thank you for that, David. So now Celtic with the ball at the back, just on the edge of their own box. Now they play it forward, down the middle. As Celtic now in behind. He's got to be offside there. He's miles offside. Celtic winning it back, but from an offside position. And again, a late flag. What is it with this late flag? Right, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here, guys. So Kyogo was miles offside there, but yet again, I've just seen another bad bit of sporting conduct with a Hearts player shoving him off the ball. No, I don't mean while he's on the ball, but the off the ball. There's things going on this pitch that are not happening whilst the ball is being played. There's players shoving each other, grabbing, trying. Well, I've never seen anything like it. I know there's intense rivalry in Scotland, but don't even witness this kind of shoving and pushing between Hearts and Hibs. So why is it going on between Hearts and Celtic? Now Hearts with the possession on the halfway line, played out wide to this near side. Dave saying thanks, mate. Yes, McConnell. Thank you, David. Top man. Thank you for letting me know, mate. Apologies. I do try to pronounce you guys' names correctly where I can, mate. It's just sometimes takes me a little bit time to get the pronunciationism correctly. If you get what I mean. Pronunciationism, that's a word off Del Boy. Yeah, that's funny. It's just made me think of that Del Boy, where they're singing the song with the R's. So, yeah, thank you for letting me know, David. Top man, thank you, mate. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing it perfectly. My bad, mate, but I'll try my best. Thank you, David. So now Hearts with a ball over the top, trying to get him behind, but it's a poor one again as it's gone out of play. And that will be a goal kick to Celtic. David's saying he's a class manager, David. Spurs may even end up top by the end of the season. Yes, he is. No question, he's a talented manager, but I'm a bit like that, guys. I won't buy into hyping up people before they've actually achieved something. And yes, he's done well in Scotland, but let's be honest, Brendan Rodgers did well in Scotland, and then he's failed to do much in England. So let's just have a little bit of a perspective on it. Angel has done well in Scotland, but he hasn't won anything in England just yet. So hopefully he will. He looks a talented manager, but I would say, as I said, with the people that were banging on about oh, it's like when people bang on about new strikers that come over here and they're new to the Premier League. They score loads of goals in the first season, and people buy into the hype and stuff like that. But as I always say, there's always a honeymoon period when you come over here. Let's see how you do when you played over here for a couple of seasons and play. Other oppositions have got to know you, got to know your tactics, got to know your style of play if you're a manager, and also with regards to players, they get to know each other. They get to know each other. Just watch some of the interviews of former players, and they'll tell you. They do tell you that over a period of time, they get to know rival players and start to remember. A perfect example of that is Jamie Carragher. I think it was Jamie Carragher talking about Henry back in the day. I think he was talking about Henry and was it Henry? No, sorry, Drogba. I think it was. He was talking about how we played against him several times, and he started to get to know his movements and knew where he could where he could be strong, and where if he didn't position himself right, where Drogba would take full advantage. How did he know that? Over a period of time playing against him. So I'm just making it an example, guys. There's always a honeymoon period, but you guys are right. He's doing well. He's doing it well, but I don't buy into all the mainstream media hype me, guys. I just don't. But thank you for that, Dave and David. Top stuff, guys. So yeah, I'm not trying to downplay. Yeah, admiring what Angel's doing. He's doing well, but like I say, I'm a bit of a realist, guys. I like to see somebody actually achieve success before we hype them up too much. So let's quickly go to the halftime stats and see how that first half has gone in numbers, and then I want to come to the chat and try and catch up with some comments, see what you guys are saying. So just bear with me a second, guys. Let's get jiggy with it. So here we go, guys. Sorry, just bear with me a second. I'm just bopping along here as I can hear some jingles. So yeah, there we go, guys. Bear with me a second. That should be coming on your screen now. Sorry, Ryan, I'll come back to that in a minute, mate. Let me just quickly go through the halftime stats. So, should be on your screen now, guys. Don't worry if you can't read it, if it's too small, if you're listening in on a phone or a small device of some description. I shall read it out to you. So, total shots, guys, in that first half 4 for Hearts, 7 for Celtic. Shots on target, 2 for Hearts, 3 for Celtic. Possession, 40% for Hearts, 60% for Celtic. Passes, 203 for Hearts, 295 for Celtic. Pass accuracy, 70% for Hearts, 78% for Celtic. Fouls, 8 for Hearts, 4 for Celtic. Yellow cards, none, thankfully, and no red cards either. So that's good. First half with no cards issued whatsoever. That's quite a surprise after some of what I've seen, some of the antics I've seen on the pitch. Offsides, 1 for Hearts, 2 for Celtic, and corners, 2 for Hearts, 1 for Celtic. So there you go, guys. That's how the first half has gone in numbers. I'll leave that on the screen so you guys can analyze it a bit more if you wish to. Just to let you guys know, there is not many games going on today in the UK. There's only this one and another game later on at 4:30, which is Aston Villa v West Ham. There is some games in the Women's Super League in England. Everton ladies lost earlier to Man United ladies 5-0. Chelsea ladies currently drawing 1-1 with Brighton ladies. West Ham ladies currently 0-0 with Liverpool ladies, and Bristol City ladies kicking off against Arsenal ladies later on this evening. In the Scottish Lowlands, University of Stirling are playing Bonus United at 3 o'clock, but that game not kicked off yet. And also games in the Scottish Women's Premiership. Celtic winning again. Celtic losing earlier to Rangers 2-1. So Celtic ladies losing to Rangers ladies. Aberdeen ladies v Partick Thistle postponed because of the weather. Also Glasgow City ladies and Montrose ladies postponed. Hibs winning 8-1 against Hamilton ladies. And also Hearts just kicking off against Motherwell. So 0-0 in that one for the ladies' game. So I think that's about it, guys. There's not much more to tell you about today with in regard to English and Scottish and Welsh or Northern Irish football. There's just only literally a handful of games on. So that's good because it gives me a chance to get some comments from you guys and have a bit of conversation during the half-time break with you guys. So Mr. Barnsley saying, done it. Done it. Oh, right, you found it. Oh, right, okay, mate. No worries if that's what I'm thinking it meaning. And if you're meaning you found me on X, then I'll happily follow you back later, mate. No problem. So yeah, thank you for that, Ryan. If that's what you're meaning, I'm not sure if it is. I could only be presume that's what you were meaning because that's what we were talking about earlier. So thank you, Ryan. Yeah, as I say, you didn't have to. Just asking in out of curiosity, but I'll happily follow you back, mate, once I'm done later on. Dave is saying, yeah, I know a while back ago, yes, Celtic are my team. Yeah, I have a while ago. Sorry, David, I'm not following you there, mate. What do you mean? Yes, I have a while ago. Oh, right, is that me? Ah, right. Sorry, I've just clocked it. You meaning you came on the channel a while ago? I'm with you. I think that's what you mean. Sorry, mate. I had to think about that. Then it threw me off a bit. Sorry, mate. Right, well, cool. Yeah, Matt, it's a pleasure to have you with us, mate. We want good football fans that love football. Don't love fans that have love their club, but we also want fans that just love the football, and that's what we're all about here at Fandent, bringing good fans together that just enjoy mixing with other fans and enjoying the beautiful game, the game that we all love. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, it's a pleasure to have you with us, David. Apologies, I couldn't remember. I did kind of recognise, but obviously when it's easier to remember some people sometimes when they put logos and in their description. Sometimes that makes it a little bit easier to remember. But the more I see you, mate, the more I see you on the chat, the more I'll eventually start to remember your account name and it'll stick in my head. So yeah, apologies if you have been on before, mate, and I haven't remembered. My bad. It's not intentional, mate. It's just obviously we're doing a lot of different games at the minute, so we do get a lot of different account names coming in, and obviously not everybody puts their own logo in as well, so that can make it quite difficult. And as you know, as I'm sure you know, when we do Scottish games, we get a lot of surnames similar to yours, if you get my meaning. So that can make it also a little bit trickier to remember individuals when we get a lot of surnames that's coming in similar. It was funny the other day. What was Minnie coming? She's a Scotland fan, and she coming because I was getting irate about Scotland, not about Scotland. I was getting irate about the Spanish against Scotland. I was really getting frustrated with that game. Minnie coming in, taking the mick out of me, calling me McGaz because I was getting so angry about the Spanish and their cheating. So yeah, thank you for that, David. Top man, thank you, mate. Celtic are your team. Cool. Do you have a second team that you follow, mate, or just Celtic? Let me know if you don't mind, David. Do you have a I don't know, maybe a Premier League team or a European club that you like to watch? Some fans do have other clubs that they also like to show a bit of interest. I think there's one guy that comes on the channel that's from Scotland. He's a big Scotland fan and big passionate about Scottish football. But he also supports Fleetwood as well, which I found, which was what caught my eye with him, because it's like, oh, you support your Scottish team, but he also supports Fleetwood in England, which I thought was quite unusual. So yeah, but massive respect to him for that. Like fans that support different clubs. So thank you, David. Top man, thank you for letting me know, mate. David saying, I'm not sure what he's saying there. Mauder. What's he? Right, sorry. Mauder scored Celtic's second goal. Actually, to be honest, if I'm honest, I missed who actually got on because as the goal was scored, I think he collided with one of the Hearts players, which meant he ended up on the ground. So I couldn't actually see who actually scored the goal. So thank you, David, for letting us know, mate. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I do. Do keep an eye on it. So just bear with me a second, guys. Yeah, there you go. So, if you guys are wondering, it was Matthew O'Reilly and Dazone Mauder. I'm not familiar with that player. I don't really know him very well. Not really come across him. Got an unusual name though. Is he a forward? Is he a striker? Uh, I'm always going to ask questions. You guys know your own teams better than me. Obviously, I do a lot of games on the channel, so I can't remember every player. But yeah, he's, the player that scored the second goal, was he called? Dyson. Dyson, is that how you pronounce it? Dyson. Dyson Mauder. Um, This is why it's sometimes good to talk to you guys on social media, because you can send me a voicemail and tell me how it's pronounced, which does really help. But yeah, I'm not familiar with him. Yeah, I know of Matt O'Reilly. I'm familiar with him, but the second player is, if you guys just signed him this season, mate, let me know. David, if you could, mate, have you guys just signed him this season? Is he new to the club? He's not a player I'm familiar with. Mauder. But thank you, David, top man. Appreciate his letting us know there, mate. Like I say, it's not a player I'm very familiar with, to be honest. So I'm not sure if you guys recently signed him. Dave is saying, Gaz, there is one usual suspect's name I haven't seen in a few streams. Minnie Mo. Minnie was actually in. Was it last week? Yes, she was in last week. She was in for the Spain game. She came in for the Scotland-Spain game because she was laughing. Like I just said, she was laughing at me because I was getting so irate about the Spanish and their cheating. so yeah, I think that was last week, wasn't it? I think was it Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember now. But yeah, she pops in randomly, mate, because she works a lot of late shifts. So I believe so. Sometimes sometimes Minnie can be listening in the background because she's working. So she does, if she's got time, she does drop in the chat and comes and gets involved. But I do know that sometimes she's like, for example, I've seen, like you can see, sometimes the number I hear, but not everybody's talking in the chat. I've seen it before, and then Minnie will just drop in at the end of the stream and say, "Thanks for the commentary, guys." So she's been listening in the background, and normally that means that she's been working. So yeah, but she does drop in, mate. She does drop in. It's just like I say, she does work. I think she works some unusual antisocial shifts, shall we say, with her job. So I do know she has told me before that she does sometimes come and just listen in because she's working. Um, so yeah, but well spotted, David. Thank you, mate, Dave. I'm gonna have to start calling you Dave specifically because we've got David in the chat, so it makes it easier to differentiate. So thank you, Dave. Yeah, I'm sure she'll pop in at some point, mate. But like I say, she does work a lot of antisocial hours, so that might be sometimes why we don't see her as much. But thank you, Dave. Top man, thank you, mate. David is saying, yeah, Dave Shields. Without doubt, Angel is a top class manager. He won cups and trophies wherever he bossed. He won the World Cup under 21s with Australia as well as every team he bossed in Japan. Yeah, I heard that he'd done some good things in Japan. I'm not sure. I'm not obviously not very. I don't know very much about the Japanese league. I don't know how tough it is, how good it is, how difficult it is. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, he's done well. Like you said, I think the ultimate test, as you say, David, is going to be now. Can he get the Premier League flops to achieve something? Because I tell you what, he will certainly make a name for himself if he manages to get Spurs to win something, because it's well known. It's something that a lot of fans banter Spurs about that, how they get so close, but yet they are so far. So if he can manage to get Spurs to win a trophy, then he will start to really make it really start to stamp his what's the word I'm looking for? He really will still. I suppose what I'm trying to say is he will really start to be recognised as a top class manager. I know what you're saying. He's definitely a talented manager, but as we know in football, you know, it, you've got to be able to do it. Because I mean, look at it. You know, a lot of people um, think that Mourinho's a top class manager, but then there's a lot of people that think he's not a top class manager. But look at his CV. Look at how many trophies he's won. So it's kind of one of them. But yeah, if as you say, mate, if he can win something with Spurs, I think that will really start to secure his legacy and show that he is really a manager that deserves recognition as a top manager in world football. So hopefully he does well. Yeah, hopefully he does well. And if he, like I say, if he can win something with Spurs, I think a lot of people will really give him a lot of compliments then, because, like I say, Spurs are well known and bantered for it in the UK, the fact that they don't win much in the way of trophies, or haven't won any trophies for quite some time. But thank you for that, David. I did know that he'd managed in Japan, but I didn't actually know he'd managed the Australian under 21. So thank you for that, David, top man. Appreciate the info there, mate. David saying, I would absolutely love Angel to win the championship in his first season in charge. You mean the Premier League? You mean the Premier League? No worries. Yeah, fair enough, mate. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. Long way for him to go yet, but yep, certainly hopes he does good things. Wish him the best. David also saying, true, mate, still a very long way to go. Thank you, David. Yep, nice one, mate. Yep. Well, like I say, I wish him the best. I wish him the best. I'm just trying to be realistic, guys. We've seen Spurs up there near the top of the league doing well before, haven't we? And then they've got a habit of messing it up for themselves. So let's see whether Angel can help them avoid doing that. Oh, so we're off and running here, guys, and straight away, Celtic on the attack as they race towards the box, and now a challenge comes in. Oh, and it's going to be a penalty. Oh, well, that can't be a penalty. That's a soft one. No, That is not a penalty. The referee's blown for a penalty, but this is never a penalty in a month of Sundays. Not a chance. Kyogo going to ground unbelievably easily. Didn't even make contact with the ball. And he's gone to ground. I'm not having that. No way is that a penalty. The VAR should cancel this because this is no way a penalty. So it looks like the referee's going to give the penalty to Celtic here without even checking VAR. Wow, that is shocking. So Celtic with the penalty. And he's hit the post and it deflects away out to that far side as Celtic play it, pick up the pieces, now cross back into the box and the goalkeeper intercepts it. And maybe that was just deserves. No, nothing against Celtic, guys. If you're a Celtic fan, I have nothing against your team. I just want to see the game refereed fairly. As a football fan, I want to see games played fairly. And that was blatant cheating, if you ask me, by Kyogo. Going to ground, unbelievably easy, not making any contact with the ball. So therefore, how can it be a penalty? Surely you've got to make contact with the ball for it to be classed as a fair penalty. You can't just, otherwise we just have players falling over in the box and trying to claim penalty just for the opposition players making contact. You can't have that. That's crazy. Sorry, guys, I'm just bringing the team news up as now Hearts with the possession. Ball chipped out wide to that far side. Hearts coming towards the edge of the box. Hearts have got offside, so yeah, so it'll be Celtic to play out from the back. That is unbelievable. Wait till you guys see that and the highlights. He was going over before even. That to me is blatant diving by Kyogo, and how he's got away with that is shocking. Now I can understand why Scottish fans, when I see stuff like that, I can understand why a lot of fans of other clubs in Scotland are saying that there's bias from the referees towards every club except Celtic and Rangers. And I've heard plenty of fans telling me that on social media. And that's the kind of stuff when you see that, players conning the referee and the referee not even checking the VAR, just accepting that it's a foul and giving it, then you can understand why 10 other clubs in the Scottish Premiership, their fans feel that the referee structure in Scotland isn't refereed or managed fairly. It's shocking that the referee I can't believe he didn't even check the VAR. I can't believe it. What's the point in having it if you don't check it? I know that won't be a popular opinion by Celtic fans, but I've got to be honest, guys. If you can't handle the truth and the honesty, then that's not my problem. You should want your team to win fair and square. Then there's no way the opposition can banter you saying you cheated or you this or you that. When my team play, I will criticise my team if they don't play to the standards I expect. I don't want to win dirty. I don't want to win by cheating. I want to win fair and square. And then there's no question the opposition can whine and whinge about it. But yeah, that was a shocking decision. So let's quickly get rid of that. Sorry, guys. So thank you for that, David McConnell. Thank you, mate. Top stuff. Celtic now playing it down that far side, worked into the box, and now Celtic with a shot, and they've scored. Celtic have scored with Kyogo. Again, Hearts cut wide open, playing the high line. Well, Celtic cut Hearts wide open there with a beautiful goal. And Hearts creating their own problems. They're just playing foolish to play such a high line against a team like Celtic. Absolutely foolish. All right, if you guys are Celtic fans, I'm going to say it right now. You're putting in such a dominant performance in this game. I expect to see you guys replicate this in the Champions League in midweek, but I presume that you guys won't because you don't. Celtic don't play as dominant in Europe as they do in the Scottish Premiership. It was a good question came up the other day. Should Celtic fans be demanding that the club start challenging better in Europe, even if it means sacrificing the title in Scotland? Because let's be honest, the title is only between two clubs, and you're making such a big drama about winning the Scottish title, which is between two clubs, and you're missing your God-given right to actually challenge better in Europe and try and win trophies that would give you guys more prestige, that would be considered a bigger achievement. Would you guys like to see that, or are you happy just to keep fighting with Rangers to win the Scottish Premiership at the cost of not achieving nothing in Europe? I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that, guys. Dave is saying, David, I know, mate. He could become England's manager in the future. He has been a great manager wherever he's been. No, I'm not sure about that, Dave, mate. I'm not sure. He could be. He could be. You could be right. Although I can think of a few other managers that I would like to see given the opportunity before Angel. He's only been over here 5 minutes, mate. He's only been over here compared to some other managers. He's only been over here 5 minutes in comparison. Now Celtic on the attack down that far side. For me, oh, why do I always forget his name? I hate names. Sorry, guys. Can't remember. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I was just trying to think that. So sorry, Eddie Howe. That's who I was trying to think of. Eddie Howe, mate. I would like to see Eddie Howe given a chance um, before we have another manager from outside the UK. I think he's doing well. If he continues to do well at Newcastle, then why should we not give him a chance before giving a manager like Angel? Yes, he's done well, but he hasn't done well at the top level yet. This is what you guys are not picking up. It's all right saying he's done well winning the Japanese league or winning under 21s league or winning in Scotland. Let's be honest, Gareth Southgate did well before he got the England manager. He was doing really good with the England under 21s team. He did pretty well up there. I think was it Middlesbrough he did well with. He managed them, did quite well with them. I'm not saying he won anything, but he got them heading in the right direction. He got them playing well. So, and now we want him out. So, we want him out. And this is a manager that was been getting the same kind of hype before he got the England manager's job. This is one thing that frustrates me with some people. Don't buy into the mainstream media. Let's see how he does. He's in the Premier League now. He's a good manager. Let's see how he does. Let's not buy into this mainstream media hype where we hype up a manager before he's actually achieved anything. The same mistake has been made with England players over the years. We've said it before, this debate of whether have we put too much pressure on in players like Wayne Rooney, David Beckham, because they come into football young, fresh, looking vibrant, exciting, and then we pile all this expectation on them, and then when they don't reach that expectation, then we're calling them out. So you know, that's why I don't buy into the media hype, guys. You've got to let things develop. Let's see how Angel does at Spurs. He's only been there 3 months, if that. So, you know, he's got to he's got to prove himself at the top level. And as much as he did well with Celtic, what did he achieve in Europe? He had, what was it, 3 seasons up at Celtic? Did he achieve anything in Europe? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. On a number of occasions, Celtic got knocked out in the early stages under him, and he did absolutely nothing. So, it's easy to hype him up because he won a few Scottish titles. At the end of the day, the Scottish title is between 2 teams, and that's it. Celtic and Rangers, none of the other teams get a look in. So it's easy to win a trophy when there's only 2 teams challenging for it. So for me, no, I'm not buying into it. Sorry, Dave. I'm not buying into hyping up a manager that hasn't really won anything significant yet. We made that mistake with Gareth Southgate. He did well with the U21s. Everybody hyping him up. Yes, he deserved. No, look at what we're witnessing with England now. He's boring watching him. For me, no, I'm sorry. Just let Angel continue to develop. Let's see how he does in the Premier League, and let's hype him up once he's actually shown us that he can actually achieve things with a quality team and a quality squad at the top level of football. He hasn't shown that yet. So for me, I'm not going to buy into too much of the hype. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke, guys. I just believe in being honest. So Hearts are making a substitution here. There's a double substitution, I think. So Lowry and Nuofoff coming off, and Banningham and Uda coming on for Hearts. So double substitution there. Davey saying, I'm going back to Millwall on Tuesday night at home vs Blackpool, vs Blackburn. Can't wait to get back. Awesome, mate. Well, I hope you have a good game. Hope you do well. Playing Blackburn, my club's local rivals. So yeah, hopefully you guys put in a good performance and get a result there, mate. Awesome. Good to hear Dave going back to watch his beloved Millwall. Dave also saying, only fools and horses. Please, Willies. Please, yeah, release me. Queen. Oh, yeah, I know it's quality, yeah. Followed by a Meloni of Walk and Wall. Yeah. Green grass of home and Walk and Wall. Yeah. He's a victim of pronunciationism. What is it? Oh, I can't remember what it says to doubt. What is it? You've got an ism or something like that. I can't remember now. But yeah, thank you for that, Dave. Quality, mate. Absolutely quality. Can't beat a bit of only fools and horses line. Sorry, Dave. Yeah, thank you, mate. Milzard, how you doing, mate? We're going to Athletic Fan Channel, Milzard, saying hi. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well, Milzard. Good to see you. So Hearts now trying to race up the field, but it's challenged by Celtic as Hearts managing to play through the press, but eventually Celtic knock it out on that far side. Dave saying, hi, Milzard, top stuff, Dave. Thank you, mate. Awesome. And Milzard returning that same consideration. Thank you, guys. Top stuff. Milzard saying, how is everyone? I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. Thank you for asking. How you doing, mate? You okay? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Good win for your team yesterday. Buzzing to see you guys getting 3 points on the board. Milzard also saying, I like my new profile picture on both accounts on YouTube. Both are Sir Bobby Robson. So Bobby channel. Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. you're paying your respects to him in your own way. Can't fault you for that, mate. Respect for that. Thank you, Milzard. Yeah, he'll be a legend for eternity in the game, won't he, mate? So now Hearts with the possession on this near side. Oh, sorry. Milzard saying another international broke in November. I know. It's getting crazy in it with these international breaks. We just don't need them disturbing the season. It's getting stupid. Dave is saying, I know, Milzard. I dislike international breaks and breaks teams' momentum. I know. Well, until the football authorities start standing up to FIFA, it's going to continue to happen. Football authorities like the Premier League, the EFL, the SPFL all need to come together and say, we're not having it. We're not having you keep disturbing the club season like this. But it all boils down to money, doesn't it, guys? That's why they're breaking it up like that. It's nothing to do with suiting any other reason. It's so that the football associations like the English FA, so they can make some revenue. Because if the team's not playing, they're not making no revenue. So they don't play for 6 months, they make no revenue. Even though they do make revenue, because Wembley hosts other games, not just the England team. But at this time of the year, Wembley doesn't host many other events, does it? So that's why you've got countries like England and Wales and Scotland and France, Spain, Germany. All these countries want to have the international teams playing so that their international teams make some revenue. It's as simple as that. That's what it boils down to. It's nothing to do with whether it suits the fans, whether it's good for football. It's simply about them making sure that they're on that month, they make some revenue. Then the next month, they make some revenue. And the month after that, they make some revenue. No care to whether they're disturbing the club season. That doesn't matter as long as they make some revenue. So that's what it all boils down to, in my opinion. So thank you for that, guys. Celtic on the attack here again. As I know I'm not really focusing on the game here at the moment, guys, but it's become that one-sided. Celtic again with a shot blocked off by Hearts. Hearts now trying to break as they race up the field now. As again, not keeping the ball under control well, but they still manage to keep it as they play it forward now, coming into the Celtic half of the field. Ball played forward. As Celtic again challenge and win it back so easily. I think Hearts need a new manager, if you ask me, because I don't watch them all the time, but they're not even in the game, guys. Oh, well, Celtic, I say that. Celtic have now just made some sloppy passes as they lose possession. Now Hearts have finally got the shot off, and his goalkeeper makes the save as it deflected out wide to this near side. Well, that's the first real shot I can remember from Hearts. As Hearts now with another shot. Oh, and they've scored! Hearts have pulled one back with Shankland. Well, who'd have thought it? Just fair enough. I'm corrected. Hearts look to be pretty much out of it for the last 10 minutes, but I've been silenced with my criticism as Hearts pull one back. And it's Celtic that gave them the possession. That's really poor. Celtic guilty of giving the ball away cheaply there. As Hearts, Shankland latched onto it and smashed it into that far side of the net. So thank you, Dave. Laugh out loud, yeah. And thanks, mate. Thank you for the time update. Milzard saying, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I've nothing problem with international football, just the breaks. So Celtic with a change here. Iwate and Forrest are coming on. Hattert and Palmer coming off for Celtic. So yeah, I agree, guys. I don't mind the international football, but I don't agree we keep having these breaks in the club season. It's not right. But yeah, well said. Thank you, guys. Dave saying refs are dire. Dyer. He gives soft penalties, but nothing for hands on another player. The mind continues to boggle. I like that. Well said, Dave. Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with that, mate. I totally agree with that. Yeah. Well, like I say, a lot of Scottish fans have been telling me how bad the refereeing is in Scotland, and I'm certainly seeing evidence of it in this game. It really is shocking. Um, some of the referees' decisions, players grabbing hold of each other off the ball, referee not doing nothing about it, then a fake penalty, which is involving a player blatantly diving. If you watch it back, you can see he was falling over almost before he made contact. He was clearly looking for it, and the referee has fell for it, or did he want to fall for it? So, yep, shocking, absolutely shocking. Um, so well said, Dave. And Millsard saying agree, top stuff, Millsard. Thank you, mate. We're not referee bashing if you just join us, guys. We're simply saying we expect a standard of refereeing on both sides of the borders. And if the referees can't match that standard and expectation, then they shouldn't be they shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be refereeing. Simple as. Like I said, hi, Minnie's. How you doing, Minnie? Minnie saying afternoon, guys. Hey up. Hey, everyone, 3-0 scoreline. I see, pleasing. How you doing, Minute? Welcome to the show, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend so far, Minute. Yeah, Hearts, your club's local rivals, but we're deep in discussion at the minute, though, Minute. More about referees and we have been in recently, and also talking about Angel. So we've been having a few talks, but definitely the subject of referees has come up. And I know you also pointed out to me that you feel that the referees in Scotland are not up to scratch, and we've definitely seen evidence of that this afternoon, mate. So we've got a Hearts player down on the pitch here as he's just gingerly getting back to his feet. It's Cibic. We've got a corner on this near side for Celtic. So thank you, Minute. Welcome to the show, mate. Good to see you. As I say, hope you're having a good weekend. So corner comes in from Celtic. It's headed away out wide to that far side as Celtic pick up the pieces. Now Celtic playing it out towards outside the box. Now knocked out to this near side as Celtic now crossing it into the box. And Hearts headed away. Celtic pick up the pieces outside the box. Hearts quickly challenge for it, but Celtic managing to retain it as they play it all the way back to the centre backs. So thank you, Minute. Millsard saying hi, Minute. Awesome, thank you. Millsard, top man, loving the positive vibes. And Minnie saying anyone has two good games and suddenly the hype is on them. Can completely agree, Gaz. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you, mate. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's what I mean. It's this is what I mean. We live in a hype society where, as you say, it is getting to that ridiculous level where a player or a manager only has to have a short spell of good achievements and suddenly they're being hyped. So I've nothing against with Angel. If you guys think I'm trying to disrespect him, I am not trying to disrespect him. All I'm saying is let's have some perspective. He's not won anything of significance yet. So therefore, let's not hype up a manager before he's actually achieved something of significance, which deserves the hype. He is a very talented manager. He's shown great things in his management style. But like I've just said to you guys, the proof is in the pudding. He was up at Celtic. If he's so great, why couldn't he get Celtic to achieve more in Europe? At least go further than they have been going in Europe. He didn't. He didn't get them to go any further in Europe than what they've been achieving. And the only reason they're getting more in the Champions League now is because the coefficiency's improved for Scotland. So it's not that Celtic have earned the right to get in the Championship. It's simply by the fact that the collaboration of all Scottish clubs have improved the coefficiency. So now Celtic or whoever it is that win the league get an automatic Champions League spot. But if you actually look at Celtic's record, don't just take my word for it. Go and do the research, guys. Go and look at Celtic's record in the Europa League, the Europa Conference League, the Champions League. It is shocking. It doesn't match up to what they achieve in Scotland. Nowhere near. So you can't hype up a manager and say, oh, he's great because he won the Scottish title and he won this and he won that. But yet then when it comes to the top honours, the competitions that really would identify him as a top talented manager, he didn't improve Celtic. He didn't improve them in any way, shape or form in Europe. So that's why I won't buy into the hype until he actually achieves something of note. So yeah, thank you, Minute. Like I say, appreciate that, mate. I agree. I think we'd like to say it's just bad, isn't it? We live in a hype society, unfortunately. Minimo also saying, hi, Millsard. How did Wigan do? They won, didn't they, mate? They won. Millsard's team, top stuff. Mini, thank you, mate. Loving the positive vibes, as always, from you guys. So another substitution here for Celtic. Yang O coming off and Mado and Kyogo coming. Sorry, Madio and Kyogo coming off. Yang and Oha coming on. Is that how you pronounce it? Oha? And Hearts now with a substitution. Yeah, Millsard there saying 1-2-0. Absolutely well deserved. Ken Vargas coming off and Liam Boyce coming on for Hearts. So yeah, awesome to see you guys winning yesterday, mate. Thank you for that, Millsard. Ben, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Ben. Ben saying loads. Lads, I was out with family, just came back 3-0 Celtic, but I'm not surprised. How's it going, Ben? Yeah, remember, mate, lads and ladies, we do get some ladies. I know it's not very often, but we want to make them feel welcome as well, mate. But thank you, Ben. Top stuff, mate. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend. No worries, mate. No worries if you've been out with family. Absolutely. Family's important, very important. So absolutely right. Then go and spend some time with the family. Not a problem, mate. We're always here as much as possible, as you know. So always plenty of opportunities for you to guys come and get involved. If you do have days where you're busy and I'm streaming, you guys know there will be another day not long coming when I'll be back on again. So there's, but thank you for coming, dropping in, Ben. Always a pleasure to have you involved, mate. So Hearts now with the possession on the halfway line as they play it out wide to this near side. Now played forward, Celtic challenge for it, but Hearts managing to keep the possession. It's eventually worked out to that far side. So throw into Hearts on the far side, midway inside their own half. They're trying to nick a few yards here, and they've got away with it. So thank you for that, Ben. Nice one, mate. David saying, I have to leave all early on my daughter, as my daughter and grandson have turned up. See you all soon. Oh yes. Bye, guys. Thank you, Dave. What a guy, top man, Dave. You're an absolute star, mate. Yep, no worries, mate. You go and spend time with the family. Thank you for coming, getting involved, Dave. Always good to have you involved, mate. Yep, hope you have a good afternoon with your grandson and your daughter. Top stuff, mate. Stay safe and well and look after yourself. And thank you, as always, Dave. Much appreciated. Take care, mate. Speak to you soon. Ben is saying, bye, Dave. Top stuff, Ben. And Dave returning that same consideration. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Loving the positivity. Millsard also saying, bye, Dave. Top stuff, guys. Thank you. Dave saying, hi, Ben. Bye, Ben. Bye, Millsard. Thank you, Dave. Nice one, mate. So Hearts with the possession on this near side as now they're trying to get out of their own area. Celtic just not letting them out at the moment. Milzard saying, I really hope no Wigan players get called up to internationals so we can play. No disrespect to Wigan players. Well, yeah, it's not just you guys, is it, mate? It's the teams that you play. If they get any international calls up as well. But I know what you mean, mate. My team also suffer that same problem. You wouldn't think it'd be a problem to clubs lower down in the league, but unfortunately it is, isn't it, mate? So thank you for that, Milzard. Now, Hearts with the possession as they play it up to the halfway line. Dave saying, hi, Minimo. Bye, Minimo. Thank you, Dave. Nice one, mate. Dave saying, they're here. Bye, all. No worries, Dave. Thank you, mate. Appreciate your company and conversation. Take care, mate. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and hope you have a good afternoon with your daughter and grandson. Absolutely. Family important. So, yeah, work hard, play hard, and make time for family. That's the way forward. Hearts now with the possession as they play the ball out wide to this near side. So, thank you, Dave. Minimo saying, Gaz, I went to watch the Spartans Division 2 in Scotland yesterday. They won 2-0, freezing, absolutely freezing, but good. Awesome. Well, massive respect to you, Minute. Absolute massive respect to you, Minute. Going showing support to the lower league clubs. And they really desperately need the money down there. So top stuff, Minute. Massive respect to you for that. A lot of fans just don't want to go and support other clubs, but always take my hat off to fans going supporting opposition teams. And definitely, as you say, very cold and wet and up there in Scotland at the moment, with you guys having a lot of the weather troubles. Some of it is going on in England, but it's mainly on the East Coast, innit? But you guys up there in Scotland been having a really rough ride with the weather recently. But massive, honest, seriously, Minute, really massive respect to you for that. Shows you're a true football lover that you go and watch other clubs occasionally, not just your own. So massive respect to you for that, Minnie. Awesome. So Hearts now with the ball on that far side as they play it forward. Minnie saying, see you, Dave. Thank you, Minnie. Absolutely awesome. Positivity from you guys. And Milsard saying, time now, Gaz, 15:46. Thank you, mate. No worries, mate. As you can see, I've tried to focus on the chat in this second half to catch up with what you guys are saying. Celtic now playing it into the box as it's deflected away, and then Celtic with another shot as it's deflected behind, and that will be a corner on the far side for Celtic. So yeah, thank you, Milzard. Yeah, cheers, mate. I think I managed to catch up now, Anna. Minimo saying, I'm so tired of refs' inconsistencies. It's actually draining me. No, like I say, Minute, when I've got to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of you guys talk to me on social media, told me how bad the referees are in Scotland. And at first, when I first started learning about Scottish football, I thought maybe it was just fans just got the hump because their team weren't challenging better in the league. But the more I've watched Scottish football, I take my hat off. My first assessment was unjustified, and there is some truth to what you guys are saying. And the more I keep learning about Scottish football, the more I'm starting to notice the poor standard of refereeing. I mean, we got faults in English refereeing. It's not perfect. There's faults, but the standards in Scotland are shocking. And Celtic have scored a fourth. Well, they just had about 4 or 5 shots on goal. It were pinging about in the box all over the place. They kept kicking it towards goal. It was being saved, blocked, you name it. And eventually, Celtic have managed to put it in the back of the net. So 80 minutes gone, guys. It's Hearts 1, Celtic 4. 81 minutes gone. But yeah, I can see it. Many of you got a chance to look at the penalty later in this game? Have a look at it. Kyogo clearly diving in the box, and the referee didn't even go to VAR. It was so obvious a dive. He was falling over before the contact was even made, and the referee gave the penalty. And I'm shocked that he didn't use the VAR. So you guys are up against it in Scotland because you're not going to improve the football if referees have an option to not use VAR. Because I'm not being funny, but now we're seeing in the Premier League that if it's a penalty decision, automatically now referees are double checking it with VAR. Hearts here with a substitution. Cammy Devlin coming off, and Georgie. I didn't see his second name there. Also, Celtic making a substitution here. So Hearts now with the possession. Ball kicked long up the field. Celtic sub was Callum McGregor coming off, and Paolo coming on. Now Hearts with the possession on this near side as Celtic challenging for it. Hearts managing to play it into the centre, working through the press. Celtic win it back now in the centre of the field. But Hearts quickly challenge for it as eventually it's knocked all the way back towards the goalkeeper for Celtic. He kicks it long up the field. So, yeah, you'll have to let me know, Minnie. I'm interested to know your thoughts on that. If you get a chance, mate, have a look at that penalty and let me know what you think of it. If you're still there, mate. Milzard saying, right, I'm back. My brother bought me a new flavour of my favourite drink. All right, okay. Oh, cool. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Well, hope you enjoy it. Now Hearts with the possession on this near side. Ball crossed in. It's knocked away by Celtic. Now Celtic kicking the ball up the field, but it's cut out by Hearts on this near side. Now Hearts playing it into the box. And taken to the byline. And eventually it's deflected behind, and that will be a goal kick. So goal kick now for Joe Hart in goal. Ball kicked up the field. And it's Hearts heading it back in the direction it came as Celtic pick up the possession just inside their own half. Now Hearts intercept it as it's played forward. And now Hearts kick it long out wide to that far side. Before Celtic have knocked it out of play. So Hearts with a throw-in just in front of the dugout. Ball comes in. Celtic with the ball. I think David McConnell, I don't know if you're still with us, mate. I'm presuming you might have gone. You didn't like what I was saying, but wasn't meant to offend you, mate. It was just me being honest with my opinion about the state of Scottish football. But as I keep finding, a lot of Celtic fans don't want to hear the criticism of how bad Scottish football is becoming in respect of how uneven it is, and it's concerning. It's very concerning. So Celtic now with a corner on that far side. Ball comes in as it's headed away. Celtic picking up the possession on that far side as they knock it back to the centre circle, keeping Hearts boxed into their own half. Now ball knocked out wide to that far side as Celtic play it into the box. Now it's crossed in and it's headed behind again by Hearts. And that will be another corner to Celtic on the far side. So Celtic now with the corner. Corner comes in. As it goes past everybody, comes out towards the edge of the box. Celtic picking it up now. Celtic on the edge of the box as they just cut it back now, keeping Hearts boxed in. Now ball played forward and it's a poor one as it's gone straight out of play, and that'll be a goal kick to Hearts. Minimo saying it takes a brave ref to go against a big team. No, it doesn't. It takes a ref with backbone, Mini. Takes a ref with backbone that actually takes pride in what he's doing. If a referee can't take pride in what he's doing to officiate the game fair and square, then he shouldn't be a referee. It's simple, mate. You're right in what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You imply what you're getting at is some of the referees haven't got the backbone to make the tough decisions against Celtic. I'd love to come and referee in Scotland because I tell you what, I'd be booking players all over the place for cheating if I was a referee up there in Scotland. Do you know what was a good suggestion maybe the other week? What was being said, the big debate in the Premier League about referees. Jamie Carragher, I think it was, that pointed it out. If our referees in England are going over to places like Saudi Arabia, which they are, to referee in countries like that, in other countries around the world to help them improve their refereeing standard, then why can't England and Scotland do the same? Why can't England and Scotland bring in referees from abroad so that then we don't get a biased referee? Because if, let's be honest, when it's like Hearts and Hibs, would you not prefer a Portuguese referee or something like that? A referee that has no connection to either club, no loyalty to either club, not intimidated? Because we see it in Europe. We see that referees in Europe do not get intimidated by the crowd very often. It does happen occasionally. I'm not saying it doesn't happen at all, but it's a lot less. And they've, like I said, about potentially bringing in foreign referees because we can't trust our own referees in Scotland and England to not show bias. Um, I think it's an interesting one. I'm not saying we should definitely go, but I think it's definitely something that should be considered. And like I say, if it's Celtic and Rangers, would you not like you guys both moaned about referees going against you, going for you on different occasions in different games? Would you not like to see a Spanish or a Portuguese referee, or maybe even an African referee, a referee that's got no involvement, with no connection with either club, because then it would make it a fair referee because you've not got a biased referee, have you? It's an interesting one. It's definitely one I think that's going to get debated more as we keep seeing referees' incompetence being shown up by VAR. Because that's one thing we have got to be grateful for VAR for, as much as it might not be perfect with the way it's being used. One thing it is doing is it's starting to really show up these referees about just how incompetent some of their decision making is. So yeah, thank you for that minute. I take your point, mate. You are making a good point, but I think that if players should show pride in their career, if you do your job, whether if you're an accountant, a solicitor, a fireman, a policeman, whatever it is you do as a job, as a living, you have to take professional pride in what you do. So I don't think it's too much to ask us as football fans to expect that referees take a certain amount of professional pride in what they do, and therefore that should influence how they manage games by managing it get fairly, to show that they take pride in being professional as a referee. So that's my opinion on it, Minnie. But you make a great point, mate. You do make a great point. GB, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. I presume you're up early hours of the morning over there in Oz. GB saying good day, Gaz, and his kingdom of football fans. Just dropping in to give you a thumbs up, mate. I've seen the score. No more to say. Thank you, GB. You're an absolute star. What a guy. Your support is always appreciated, mate. I'm presuming early hours of the morning for you out there. Was about 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that for you out there, mate. Over there down under. Mate, you're an absolute star. Thank you very much, mate. It's always appreciated seeing you coming, dropping in, and I always appreciate whatever support you guys show. It isn't taken for granted. So thank you, GB. Hope you're having a good weekend, mate. And as I say, always good to see you. What's your game? What game you looking forward to this week the most? GB, let me know, mate. Obviously, a lot of games coming this week in Europe, and also more Premier League and Scottish football next week as well. So, GB, I'm not sure if you've got a particular game that you might be interested in this week. Let me know if you're still there. But if you're not, if you've jumped off, if you're just dropping in, thank you, GB. Top stuff. Always appreciate seeing you in the chat, and always appreciate your positive comments and conversation. So thank you for that, mate. If you have just jumped on and jumped off, like I say, stay safe and well. Look after yourself, and thank you very much, mate. Minnie Mo saying a ref and backbone isn't a sentence I've ever seen. Oh, I like that, Minnie. Yeah, she's got a point. She's got a point. That's how hypocritical referees have become now that we don't even consider. Oh, yeah, I think that deserves a clap as well, Minnie. Yeah. See, that's what I mean, though. As a referee, would you not? If I was a referee and I'd seen fans describing that, I'd feel embarrassed. That's what I mean about professional pride. So yeah, that's a good in that minute. That is a good one. So we've had 4 minutes added on, guys. We're a couple of minutes into it already, but the game is done and dusted, really. Hearts are gesturing to try and create something, but the game's done and dusted. Celtic just sitting off a little bit now, not too fussed what Hearts do. They've sealed the win. They know they have. They're just running down the clock now, letting Hearts knock it about. So, yeah, disappointing game from my perspective. I was hoping to see Hearts put in a better performance. Not because I have any favouritism, guys. I have absolutely no favouritism. I just want to see Scottish football more competitive. I want to see Hearts, Hibs, Aberdeen. I want to see these clubs that do have the potential to challenge Celtic and Rangers start doing it. But unfortunately, as we've been discussing, when you're seeing some of the refereeing decisions and the tactics from Hearts today have been all wrong. Hearts have approached this game in completely the wrong way. They've gone toe-to-toe with Celtic, and it's backfired miserably. It's backfired miserably. So there goes the full-time whistle, guys. And it's finished. Hearts 1, Celtic 4. And as I say, Celtic playing really well. They didn't have to really ramp up the gears as Hearts played into their hands by coming out, trying to go toe-to-toe with Celtic. And that played straight into Celtic's hand, and Celtic just picked them off. That's as simple as that. And if you look at Shankland's face as he's walking off the pitch right now, it kind of says exactly how this game has gone. He looks dejected and frustrated as his team put in what I can only describe as a disappointing performance. Yes, they're against tougher opposition, but it doesn't mean to say you can't make life difficult for that tougher opposition. But Hearts never even started to make life difficult as they tried to attack too early. They should have just soaked up the pressure and tried to hit Celtic on the counter-attack, and they didn't. They played right into Celtic's hands, coming out playing, trying to go toe-to-toe, and it backfired miserably. So, yeah, So thank you for that minute. Drop your comments in, guys. I'll come to the comments in a minute. I'm going to quickly just bring up the halftime match stats so that you guys can see how that second half has gone in numbers and the total game as well. So just bear me a second. It'll only take me a moment, guys, as I show the match stats. So here's how the game has finished in numbers, guys. Total shots 13 for Hearts, 19 for Celtic. Shots on target 6 for Hearts, 7 for Celtic. Possession 42% for Hearts, 58% for Celtic. Passes 431 for Hearts, 587 for Celtic. Pass accuracy 74% for Hearts, 79% for Celtic. Fouls 16 against Hearts, 11 against Celtic. Yellow cards 2 against Hearts, 1 against Celtic. No red cards and offsides 3 against Hearts, 2 against Celtic. Corners 3 for Hearts and 5 for Celtic. So there you go, guys. Disappointing game, really. Let's go back to the chat and see what you guys are saying. I'm still chuckling about that comment from Mini. Mini Mo saying a few years back, pre-VAR, during the Scottish ref strike, we had overseas refs and ours was good. Ah, right. Didn't. When did this happen, Mini? I never even heard about no Scottish referee strike, or if I did, I've forgotten about it. So you guys have already had a taste of it then? Yeah, let me know, Minnie. What year was that? What season was it? Because I want to research that. That's interesting. Yeah, if you could, Minnie, please do let me know. Thank you for that. Didn't realise that. Yeah, if you could tell me which season it is, I can look it up. Make it easier to look it up. But thank you, Minnie. GB saying waiting for a rematch, mate. Australia v England. Thought we played okay. I actually missed it, mate. I actually missed it. I was going to stream it, but unfortunately, some personal things came up and I had to miss it. So I didn't really watch the game. But yeah, I can believe you guys played well. I think I saw some of the highlights, but yeah, to be honest, mate, you ask most England fans, they're getting bored of watching England. They're getting bored of watching. The only time England fans are interested to watch England is when England actually play in proper competition. Like, for example, when they actually get to a World Cup or get to a European tournament. The rest of the time, England fans not really passionate about the England team enough because the England games, a lot of the time we're playing mediocre teams like Lithuania, Latvia, Cyprus, little countries. A lot of the time through the international breaks in the middle of the season, it's countries like that playing against, and obviously that makes it a little bit boring for the England fans. So yeah, sorry, GB, I didn't see it, mate. Like I said, I really wanted to watch that game because obviously I was interested for the fact that Australia up and coming. You guys are gradually improving your national team. I think making slow steps forward in improving and learning how to improve your academy structure, stuff like that. So you guys gradually improving. But you did win last time, if I remember correctly. You came over here a couple of seasons back and you beat England. So, win some, lose some, mate. At least you have a decent, reasonable recent record against England. I know you didn't win this one just recently, but the last one you did play against us, you won. I don't know if you remember that. because I do remember. I think it was played down on the south coast because that was at the time when England were travelling around the UK to play football. They weren't just playing. I think it was during time Wembley was being rebuilt. You guys came over here to play us, and I think it was played down at Southampton or something like that. I think, if I remember rightly. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gutted I missed it, mate. I did want to actually stream it, but like I say, some personal things came up and I missed it. So my bad. Apologies. I know you probably would have liked me to have done that. But yeah, you guys still give a good account of yourself because you kept you kept the score down. And like I say, you guys also won the last time you played us, if I remember correctly. So thank you for that, GB. GB also said Harry Kuehl, and Tim Cahill. I remember. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah, that's the one. I can't remember all the details, but yeah, I think it was. I'm sure we played us. I'm sure it was at Southampton. It seems to stick in my mind that we played it. The game was played on the south coast, and I'm sure it was because Wembley was in the process of being upgraded or whatever they've done with it. The previous one, we won this one. So win some, lose some. Sometimes you have to look at it, mate. But I'm sure we'll be playing you again in the not too distant future, mate. As obviously now England out and the UK out of the European Union. I'm presuming that the UK government going to start trying to build better relations with Australia, New Zealand, countries like that to have more trade, more sports sharing, stuff like that. So yeah, it might knock on effect in sports. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I think it might mean that we play you guys a bit more often in football and not just cricket. So yeah, thank you. Another one shocking thing. I don't really follow cricket, but apparently England got hammered the other day, didn't they, by Afghanistan? Apparently Afghanistan never even won a cricket match, but they beat England the other day. So that was quite shocking. Uh, so yeah, that was. I'm not sure if you follow the cricket, GB. Let me know if you do. I don't know. So, guys, not much else to say. I've spent the second half trying to talk to you guys, but as I've tried to talk to you guys, the conversation's dropped off, unfortunately. So maybe futures I'll stay more focused on the game. I don't know. We'll see. Learning all the way, guys. That's all I can do. Keep learning, keep testing different ideas, and seeing if I can improve and learn. So, thank you to all you guys that dropped in this afternoon. Really appreciate your conversation and company. Always appreciate you guys dropping in. Hope Dave enjoys his afternoon with his daughter and grandson. Minnie, also hope you have a good day. Thank you also for dropping in, mate. And respect to you going watching lower league football as well. Ben, who dropped in briefly as well. Thank you, mate. Always a pleasure to see you as well. Also, quick mention to David, Celtic fan who dropped in earlier. Hope you have a good rest of the weekend, David. Thank you for coming, getting involved. Appreciate your comments. I know you probably didn't like some of my comments. Maybe you took it as criticism towards Celtic. It wasn't criticism towards Celtic, as I said earlier. It was just me wanting to see Scottish football improving and being more competitive. But thank you, David McConnell, for dropping in earlier and dropping some great comments in, mate. Pleasure to have you involved. Also, big shout out as well to Wigan Athletic Fan Channel, who's Millsard, who also dropped in. As I say, Dave Shields as well, and Mr. Barnsley, Ryan, who dropped in as well. Thank you to you guys. And also, finally, GB out there in Australia. Top man, thank you for coming, getting involved, mate. I know you said you're quite busy and I think it's quite late for you over there. So always appreciate you coming, dropping in, especially when I know it's early hours of the morning out there in Oz. So thank you, mate. Always good to see you. So that's about it from me, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe and well. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. That's it from me. Take care. Bye for now.